Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgiman, and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime and all things manga, and I'm here today to discuss the brand new pages of the finale of My Hero Academia. For anybody that doesn't know, the final volume of My Hero Academia got released last week or so, and pretty much in this volume, it had 60 new pages of content that really helped flesh out the ending of the series, which I know many people had a big issue with. I myself thought it was alright. But I think that this new ending with the additional 60 pages really fleshed out Deku's character much more, and in my opinion makes it a much more satisfying ending, and I will get to that, as well as why I think that many people have confused Deku's character as a whole, and why I think that this new ending really will help change the narrative on Deku's character now that the story's over. Now, before I go any further with this discussion, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my anime and manga content that I'll be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's talk about this brand new ending. So, for anybody that didn't know, My Hero Academia ended, I believe, like 2 months ago or so. Something like that. And in the ending, I know it was very controversial for some people because many people thought it was rushed. I know a lot of the community was really upset because none of the ships got confirmed, which, as a disclaimer, I don't really care for like shipping and stuff. That wasn't my issue with the ending. My issue was that I felt like it was just too fast. Like, we didn't get any closure. We didn't really catch up with many of the characters that we have loved from the beginning of the series, and we just kind of raced to the end. But I think that Horikoshi did a great job in this new 60 additional pages, where he pretty much gives us like 3 chapters, perhaps maybe 2.5 chapters of content where it's brand new, and we really, we catch up with the new characters. We catch up with pretty much Todoroki, many other people that we have loved. We catch up and we see how they're all about. We see some new designs like Mount Lady, for example. We see new characters like the big 3, how their new designs look like, after the time skip. And he's just really cool. I thought it was cool seeing them back again. Mirko shows up. She has like a new gear. That was awesome. But the biggest takeaway of this chapter, of this new ending, in my opinion, was, the new perspective on Deku's character. Because I saw all the memes that when Deku, when My Hero ended, everybody was like, the memes of, oh, he's a teacher, he a bum, put the fries in the bag, all these jokes. And to be fair, I thought the jokes were kind of funny, all right? However, I think that many people kind of missed the point of the ending, which I thought was the ending, the original ending, and this new ending, I think it helps improve that ending as well. But originally I thought that ending was pretty inspiring, how Deku became a teacher, following the route of like somebody like All Might, where he was the greatest, hero of all time, and then became a teacher. But even then, I think that the message that Horikoshi was saying was that, teachers are heroes in the real world. And I know some people, like, especially younger people, like, ah, man, whatever, who cares about teachers? But like, honestly, I think the message of the story was like, carrying the wheel for the next generation, passing the torch. And I thought that was what Deku's character was all about, and I really appreciated how he came to terms with, I'll never be a hero. He decided to be a teacher, and while his friends are still hearing around, he's fine just being a teacher and teaching kids. Like, he does, and that's something that had been hinted from the beginning. I mean, if you look at the beginning of the series, my man's always taking notes about heroism, what makes a hero and why not. So it wasn't really a shock for me that he became a teacher. I thought that was I had actually kind of guessed that like 2 years prior, even more than that, probably like 4 years. Because I believe one of my friends asked me like, oh, what do you think is going to be the ending of My Hero? I said, hey, he'll probably be the greatest hero of all time, because we know that, because he kept narrating that, or he'll be a teacher. And I mean, I was right about both, actually. So, a little tap in the back. But continuing with that, I think that the message that the story originally gave us with, Deku, being a teacher, I thought that was great. And I did like how, All Might and his friends have, gathered money to give him an armor. And I know some people are like, oh, he's not even a real hero and all that. It's like, and I will say this to those people, like, many people think like, oh, he doesn't have a quirk, why is he a hero? That doesn't work, yada yada yada. And to those people, all I have to say is this: Iron Man, have you guys heard of him? Batman doesn't have any superpowers. So in all that perspective, I think, listen, is Deku being carried by his armor? Like, obviously, I mean, he's just a civilian, he doesn't have a super strength. However, he's still smart. Same thing with Iron Man. Is he Iron Man level smart? No. But you know, he has a suit of armor. And remember what, you know, for anybody that's seen the Avengers movies, you know, it doesn't, what makes the suit doesn't make the man makes the suit. And I think that Deku definitely has proven himself as somebody that worthy of carrying the legacy, similar to All Might. All Might, when he didn't have his powers, he was wearing a suit. It was all fine. I thought he was all fine and dandy. So that's the section of the chapter I wanted to talk about. And moving on, I wanted to talk about the biggest thing where many people said, oh, Bakugo, you know, he got his girl. Deku, you know, he got NTR. If you don't know what that means, look it up. I'm not gonna say what it means. But it's like, oh, Deku got, you know, he got hugged, this and that. And it's like, I don't think so. I think that Deku, I thought it was pretty obvious that Deku and Ochaku ended together, but it wasn't never confirmed until this chapter, because it's obviously, these additional pages obviously mean that they are together. And now some people have been like, oh, of course the main guy gets with the chick, you know, all this. And it's like, to those people, I would just say, stop being weird. Y'all are being weird. And I know that the My Hero fandom has always kind of been weird, and especially whenever it comes to ships and all that. I know they're really into that. I myself, like I said, I don't care. I didn't care at all. But I will say that for all those people that were like, oh, Deku got nothing, my man snatched. He got Ochaku at the end, you know, and I thought it was like pretty simple. It's like, you know, like, what do you guys expect? I mean, look at any other shonen series. I mean, you know, Ichigo with Orihime, I don't know, the list goes on and on. Like, I don't know what you guys want, like Naruto with Hinata, like, so forward. So I definitely saw that happening, and I did like how you know, the moment where they're drinking, and I do like how the person that really gave him the shove to like go and confess to Ochaku was Bakugo. It really showed, you know, layers to his character that, you know, from the original beginning of the story where, you know, they both were at odds, till now, you know, they're both like best friends. You know, they're very close with each other, and Bakugo was the person that Deku needed the little push from to be able to confess to, you know, Ochaku, and really, you know, get that final push for them to be happy. And I did like how, even though I didn't like really the conclusion of Toga's, I mean, I did like Toga's conclusion of her arc. I just didn't like how it came to be. However, I did think it was a nice ending with her and Ochaku. I did like how, you know, as Ochaku was, you know, doing her day-to-day basis, it seems like, you know, she's being able to move forward and, you know, fall in love with people. And that, you know, even you see that image where Toga pushes her to, like, you know, move forward, and it seems to be like, okay, you know, Deku's right there, you know, get with him. And I thought that was cool. And like I said, I think once you look back at the story, you know, Deku got the girl, he got, you know, he got everything. And I know some people might be like, oh, there was no stakes and all that. Is like, my man lost his quirks, but, you know, at the end of the day, he gained, you know, his friends, and he got, you know, the chick. So did he? Is he a fraud? I know so many people had been like, oh, he's a fraud, he's a bum. But listen, he proved us wrong, man. Like, Deku, he got the girl, you know, he got, you know, he's back to superheroing, and, you know, he's doing what he wants, what he loves most, and that's teaching. So I don't know. I think, like I said, I think we all unanimously have to, like, give Deku an apology. Like, at the end of the day, because, like, my man, like, listen, this new ending, like, it beat, you know, Deku beat the allegations. Deku beat the fraudulent allegations that people had been saying, you know, put the fries in the bag and all that. I think that Deku, you know, he earned the respect from us, like, at the end of the day. And I think that I just wanted to bring up this discussion because I'm like, you know what? I think we all unanimously have to, like, owe him an apology. Like, I think and I know some people don't like Deku because he cries too much, which, by the way, that's another whole can of beans, because I think that, you know, being a dude, you know, being very emotional and, you know, being open about your emotions, I think that's very healthy. And I think that's a very negative and toxic trait that some people had been like, oh, he's a wuss and all that. It's like, when I personally think that a guy that is very open with his emotions is, you know, something great. I think that's a great plus, especially in our today's society, you know, when there's a lot of you know, skepticism, we're opening up your feelings. I think Deku's great, you know, and he acts like an actual teenager would act. So, you know, I'm a Deku homie. Deku's the homie. I'm a fan, and I think this chapter definitely solidified that. But with all that being said, what did you guys think about these new additional pages? Did you guys love them? Did you guys hate them? Did you guys thought it was alright? Whatever you guys thought, let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know what you guys thought about the ending. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime and manga content in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.